United States. And yet it's a huge part of our environmental crisis. So what do we do about it? Some people think they have the answer, with a very different vision for how we'll use coal in our future.
Despite passionate calls to end the era of coal, and in the face of mounting evidence that burning it is a leading cause of climate change,
they're building more and more coal-fired power plants. And you can't solve the problem if you do that.
The general consensus, at least for now, is that coal will be part of our energy mix for the foreseeable future.
People have been burning coal for 100 years. We have a plentiful supply of it. It's been cost effective. All the plants have been designed to burn coal.
But is there a way to burn it cleaner, to lessen the impact on the environment?
Welcome to the home of FutureGen.
This man says yes. Mike Mudd is the CEO of FutureGen, a power company with plans to turn this into this, one of the most advanced coal-fired power plants in the world.
There's no doubt that technology can be used to make coal very, very clean.
Today, we burn coal directly to produce electricity, releasing tons of CO2 in the process. FutureGen will not only capture and store the CO2 underground before it escapes, it will also produce large amounts of hydrogen, a remarkably clean source of energy.
And the hydrogen can be used to feed a combustion turbine, which in turn makes electricity, and you use the additional heat from the process to make steam, to drive a steam turbine, to make power from the two different turbines.
It would generate enough electricity to power 150,000 homes, and at the end of the process, any CO2 emissions will be locked deep beneath the earth.
Inject them in these deep geologic formation where they would basically stay there forever.
It's a promising vision of the future, especially here in Mattoon, Illinois, where FutureGen is projected to come online in 2012.
We all know we need cleaner air, cleaner technology.
My kids love turning on the television and the Xbox and every other thing that we have in our house that uses power. But as much as that, I think that they're going to need a clean environment.
But there are concerns about the efficiency, cost, and safety of storing carbon underground.
We know that CO2 can leak out of the ground. It is an asphyxiant, and it can cause lots of problems with agriculture and with crops.
The real solution, critics say, is to start the slow transition away from coal now. And that's just what they're doing here at the coal-fired plant that heats and cools a large part of the University of Wisconsin in Madison.
All this is going to be different. It's going to be all new machinery down here.
This plant is slowly being weaned off of coal. Soon it will run completely on biomass.
The paper, the tires, the wood waste, and the coal all goes in together and then gets burned by traveling grates.
This will be a completely coal-free operation by 2012. Creating an 80% drop in the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
Now we have it right here. We don't have to put it on a train from West Virginia. We don't have to create the environmental issues of coal mining. And we don't have that huge air emission profile going into what we all breathe every day.
Regardless of what both sides argue, clean coal or no coal at all, everyone agrees that while we figure it out, embracing an energy portfolio that includes renewables like solar, wind, and tide, is key to a long-term, clean domestic energy supply.
In the end, perhaps the biggest obstacle coal advocates face is that coal, like gas and oil, is a limited resource, which means no matter where you stand on the fossil fuel divide, it's in everyone's interest to continue developing alternative forms of energy. Until next time, I'm Bob Woodruff. Thanks for joining us.